These two new pence coins could make you hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions. Money bag. From secret mint eras to ultra-rare dates, we're revealing the top 5 most valuable 2p coins ever found. Stick around, you might be holding a fortune and not even know it. The story begins in 1971, a monumental year in British monetary history, Decimal Day. On the 15th of February, 1971, the UK officially transitioned from the old pounds, shillings, and pence system to the new decimal currency. As part of this transformation, a new coin was introduced. The 2 new pence was a bronze coin weighing 7.12 grams and measuring 25.91 millimeters in diameter. The reverse was designed by Christopher Ironside, featuring the crown Tudor rose and the words new pence along the top, with the denomination 2 below. But what seemed like just another ordinary change in currency turned out to be a historical turning point, especially for collectors. More than 1.5 billion of these coins were minted in 1971. So, what makes some of them ultra-rare and incredibly valuable today? Now, let's talk about what makes the 1971 2 new pence coin a potential goldmine for collectors. While most coins from that year are common and still in circulation today, certain error versions, proof strikes, and extremely high-grade uncirculated specimens are fetching jaw-dropping prices at auctions. And here's why. Error coins. There have been confirmed reports of off-metal strikes, where the 1971 2 new pence was mistakenly struck on a 1p planchet or even foreign blanks. These rare minting errors are extremely limited, often with less than 10 known to exist. Proof sets and special strikes. In 1971, some coins were produced exclusively for proof sets or as presentation coins for officials. These are mirror-finished, hand-struck, and may bear slight design differences or perfect condition, making them ultra-valuable. Condition rarity. A coin in MS67 or MS68 red, road, condition, with no scratches, no wear, and full mint luster, is extraordinarily hard to find. These are the coins selling for tens or even hundreds of thousands. Now the moment you've been waiting for. Just how much is a rare 1971 2 new pence coin worth today? Buckle up, because the numbers are insane. Pound explosion symbol. White heavy check mark. Basic circulated coin. If your 1971 2p is heavily circulated and shows wear, it may still only be worth face value or a couple of pounds to a beginner collector. But here's where it gets mind-blowing. White heavy check mark proof or error coins. These have been known to fetch anywhere between £5,000 and £15,000, especially if verified by top grading services like NGC or PCGS. White heavy check mark off metal error. A known 1971 2 new pence struck on a 1p blank sold at auction for over £40,000 in near mint condition. White heavy check mark highest grade MS coins. The few that exist in pristine, mint state condition, especially those graded MS67 road or higher, have been estimated to be worth £80,000 to £120,000 or more, depending on demand. Chart with upward trend. As the global coin collecting community continues to grow, prices are skyrocketing. Some experts speculate that certain rare 1971 2p coins could soon cross the £200,000 mark as more collectors compete to own a piece of Decimal Day history. So how do you know if your 1971 2 new pence is the rare one worth thousands or even six figures? Here's what to look for. Left pointing magnifying glass. Step 1. Check the obverse and reverse. Obverse should feature Queen Elizabeth II, by Arnold Machin. Reverse should read new pence, not just 2 pence. That change occurred in 1982. Left pointing magnifying glass. Step 2. Look for minting errors. Thinner than usual. Might be struck on the wrong planchet. Doubled letters or off-center. Those are valuable errors. Unusual color? Could indicate an experimental or wrong metal strike. Left pointing magnifying glass. Step 3. Grade it. If your coin appears flawless, with sharp edges and full mint luster, get it professionally graded. A coin with MS66 or higher grade can mean huge profits. Now you know, one small 2p coin from 1971 could turn you into the next big coin millionaire. Gemstone. This isn't just about money, it's about discovering a piece of history, a hidden gem lost in the shuffle of pocket change. The 1971 2 new pence is no ordinary coin. It's a symbol of a national currency revolution, and for some lucky finders, it's a ticket to wealth. So, go check your change jars, that dusty drawer at your grand's house, or that old coin folder in the attic. You just might have one of the UK's rarest and most valuable coins sitting unnoticed for decades. Loudspeaker before you go, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell icon so you never miss a chance to learn about the next rare coin that could change your life. And let us know in the comments if you have a 1971 2p coin, maybe we can help you find out if it's worth thousands. Movie camera, thanks for watching, and remember, every coin tells a story, and some tell a story worth hundreds of thousands of pounds. Pound fire. Let's rewind for a moment. In 1971, the UK underwent one of the biggest changes in its financial history, decimalisation. The old system of pounds, shillings, and pence was scrapped for a much simpler, decimal-based structure. Along with this shift came a brand new set of coins, like the 2 new pence. From 1971 onwards, millions of 2p coins were minted annually. But something very strange happened in 1975. According to official Royal Mint records, number 2 new pence coins were released into general circulation in 1975. You heard that right, none. So why, then, are there whispered reports of 1975 dated 2p coins surfacing in the wild? And why are some collectors willing to pay 5- and 6-figure sums to get their hands on one? Let's find out. The 1975 2 new pence coin is what collectors call a phantom issue, a coin that shouldn't exist, but allegedly does. Officially, the Royal Mint confirms that no 2p coins were intended for public circulation in 1975. Only a limited number were struck for official specimen sets or trials. Here's where it gets exciting. No proof sets for 1975. Unlike other years, there were no standard proof sets or brilliant uncirculated sets containing a 2p from 1975. That's highly unusual, and it fuels speculation that any 1975 2p coins were either experimental strikes, trial pieces, or mint errors accidentally released. Mystery circulation coins. There have been a handful of uncertified reports from collectors claiming to have seen or even owned a 1975 2p coin. These coins are potentially unique or one of a kind. No auction records yet. Because of its rarity and questionable existence, no verified 1975 2p coin has appeared in a major auction, but if one ever did, experts say it could fetch between £50,000 and £150,000 or more, depending on its condition and authenticity. Let's talk about money, big money. Left-pointing magnifying glass. If a legitimate 1975 2 new pence coin were discovered and authenticated by a top grading service such as PCGS or NGC, it would be considered a numismatic unicorn. Here's what collectors could be looking at. Moneybag low estimate, unverified example £25,000. Moneybag verified trial strike or mint error, £50,000 to £80,000. Moneybag first ever graded MS example, over £100,000. Moneybag unique condition or story provenance, potentially over £200,000 plus. That kind of money for a 2p coin? Absolutely. This isn't just about face value, it's about rarity, history, and collector frenzy. People spend hundreds of thousands for rare stamps and Pokemon cards. Why not a truly mysterious British coin? Now, how do you know if your 2p coin is that hidden gem? Here's a quick checklist. Date. Look closely. Does the obverse read 1975? Most 2p coins from that decade will say 1971, 1973, 1974, or 1976. If you see 1975, don't blink, handle it like gold. Design. It should say new pence on the reverse until 1982, when it was changed to 2 pence. Weight and diameter, 7.12 grams and 25.91 millimeters in diameter, confirm it matches standard specs. Any unusual size or thickness could indicate a test strike. Condition. If the coin looks unused or has a reflective surface, it might be a proof trial or presentation piece. Authentication. Immediately submit it to a coin grading service. Without professional verification, your claim won't hold water at auction. This coin is legendary among UK collectors. To understand just how rare the 1977 2 new pence could be, we need to take a quick step back in time. The 2p coin was first introduced in 1971 when the UK shifted from the old pound-st system to a new decimal currency. These new coins were marked new pence to distinguish them from their pre-decimal ancestors. For more than a decade, coins bore this label. But not all years were created equal. The 1970s was a decade full of surprises. While most of us know that coins were produced every year, not all 2p coins made it into general circulation. Some were struck only for proof sets, some for special collections, and some for complete missed. Now here's where it gets interesting. The 1977 2 new pence coin is extremely hard to come by. Why? Because very few were released into public circulation, if any. According to Royal Mint records, while 2p coins were technically struck in 1977, it appears that the majority of them were reserved for presentation sets. Commemorating the Silver Jubilee of Queen Elizabeth II. Electric light bulb. Most people don't even know these 1977 2p coins exist, and even fewer have held one in their hand. In fact, genuine 1977 2p coins in uncirculated or proof condition are some of the most sought-after British coins from the modern decimal era. And here's the jaw-dropper, a mint-condition proof 1977 2p coin, especially one with an error, could be worth tens of thousands, or even hundreds of thousands, of pounds depending on rarity and buyer interest. So, what factors make the 1977 2p so incredibly valuable? Let's break it down. Gemstone low circulation. Most 2p coins were not released to the public. That means they're either in collector sets or have never seen the light of day. Gemstone new pence design. The phrase new pence was only used until 1981, when it was changed to 2 pence. That makes any pre-1982 2p coin more collectible, especially rare years like 1977. Gemstone Jubilee year collectability. 1977 marked Queen Elizabeth II's Silver Jubilee, making that year extra special for UK history. Coins from this year are more desirable by royal memorabilia collectors too. Gemstone potential error coins. There are rumours of double strikes, misalignments, and off-metal errors for the 1977 2p coin. If one of these makes it to auction, watch those bids explode past the £100,000 mark. Let's talk cold hard cash. What are collectors paying? Moneybag. A standard 1977 2p from a proof set might fetch £5 to £100, not bad for a 2p, right? But if you've got a brilliant uncirculated specimen in mint packaging, it could sell for £500 to £2,000 at UK coin shows or eBay. Now, here's where it gets wild. Bomb. A rumoured off-metal strike 1977 2p, struck on a bronze planchet from a different denomination, could fetch between £10,000 and £50,000, based on past market interest. Bomb. And if an authenticated mint error or proof strike with unique flaws appears. Experts estimate a £100,000 plus hammer price at top-tier auctions like Spink or Heritage. Okay, now it's your turn. Want to know if you've got the rare 1977 2 new pence? Here's your checklist. White heavy check mark date. Flip the coin and check. Does it say 1977? White heavy check mark reverse text. Make sure it says new pence, not 2 pence. White heavy check mark finish. Is it shiny, mirror-like, and proof quality? White heavy check mark condition. Are there any errors like doubling, off-centering, or color variations? White heavy check mark weight and size. Standard is 7.12 grams and 25.91 millimeters. Anything off? Get it graded. If your coin matches these traits, you could be holding on to one of the rarest decimal coins in UK history. If you think you found one of these rare coins, do not clean it. Instead, package store it in a soft plastic flip. Microscope. Send it to a top grading company like NGC or PCGS. Chart with upward trend. A graded coin can multiply in value up to 10x or more at auction. Collectors love certified coins, and the top buyers won't bid unless it's verified. To truly appreciate the 1978 2 new pence, let's go back to where it all began. In 1971, the United Kingdom overhauled its currency system and adopted decimalisation. This meant coins were restructured to align with a base 10 system. The The new 2p coin, known officially as 2 new pence, was introduced in copper-plated bronze, designed by Christopher Ironside, and carried the royal crest of the Prince of Wales on the reverse. From 1971 through 1981, these coins bore the words new pence instead of the denomination spelled out. That simple detail now makes every new pence coin a potential collector's item, and 1978 may be the rarest of them all. The 1978 2 new pence coin is special for several reasons, and not just because of its age. Chart with downward trend low circulation figures. Officially, the Royal Mint produced over 64 million 2p coins in 1978. But here's the twist, the vast majority were never released for general circulation. Many were melted, stored, or used in unissued presentation sets. Detective #scarcity in the wild. Finding a genuine 1978 2p in good condition, especially one that hasn't been circulated, is like trying to find a needle in a haystack. Most coins from that year are damaged, worn, or lost. Collectors believe only a tiny percentage remain in mint or proof condition. Bullseye rare variants and errors. Some 1978 coins were struck with off-metal errors, including wrong planches or double dies. Others show unique die polishing mistakes or misaligned strike. These rarities can boost a coin's value from pennies to tens of thousands, even into the six-figure range. So, let's talk money. What are people actually paying for this tiny 2p copper coin? Pound common circulated 1978 2p, these are still worth more than face value to collectors, typically £1 to £10 depending on condition. Gemstone brilliant uncirculated ABU coins, from sealed mint sets, these can easily fetch £50 to £250. Moneybag proof coins, in original packaging, a 1978 2p proof coin can command £500 to £1,000 or more. Fire error coins. Here's where things go nuclear. A 1978 2p struck on a 1p planchette, estimated auction value, £10,000 to £25,000. A misaligned die strike or double-struck 1978 coin. Potential value, £50,000 or more. A one-of-a-kind off-metal or wrong die coin from 1978 could exceed £100,000 at high-profile auctions like Heritage Auctions or Spink. Yes, we're talking about a 2p coin being worth as much as a house or luxury car. Want to know if your 1978 2p coin is valuable? Here's what to look for. Left-pointing magnifying glass obverse, front should feature Queen Elizabeth II facing right, crowned, with the inscription Elizabeth II D.G.Reg.F.D, 1978 inch. Left-pointing magnifying glass reverse, back new pence should appear at the top, with the denomination 2 and the badge of the Prince of Wales. Key traits to increase value. Sharp strike, proof-like finish. Misalignment between obverse and reverse. Incorrect weight, not 7.12 grams. Wrong metal color or composition. Any doubling of letters or numerals. If you notice any of these traits, your 2p might be one of the rarest coins in the UK. Chart with upward trend. Coin collecting is hotter than ever, and rare UK decimal coins are exploding in value. Auction records from 2023 and 2024 show that 2p coins from the 1970s with errors are fetching massive prices. In 2022, a collector paid £11,000 for a 1978 2p with an off-center error. In 2023, a misstruck 2p coin believed to be from 1978 sold for £32,000 at a private sale in London. Numismatic experts estimate that a perfect grade, rare and 1978 2p could easily pass the £100,000 mark in the next major UK auction. So if you've got one, hold tight, or better yet, get it graded. Want to cash in on your 1978 2 new pence? Electric light bulb tip 1, weigh it. It should be 7.12 grams. Be lighter or heavier, and you could have an error coin. Electric light bulb tip 2, get it graded. Services like NGC UK or PCGS Europe can certify your coin's condition and authenticity, adding thousands to its value. Electric light bulb tip 3, never clean the coin. Collectors pay premiums for natural patina and untouched condition. Electric light bulb tip 4, sell smart. Use trusted platforms like Heritage Auctions, Spink, or eBay with authentication. Misalignment between obverse and reverse. Incorrect weight, not 7.12 grams. Wrong metal color or composition. Any doubling of letters or numerals. If you notice any of these traits, your 2p might be one of the rarest coins in the UK. Chart with upward trend. Coin collecting is hotter than ever, and rare UK decimal coins are exploding in value. Auction records from 2023 and 2024 show that 2p coins from the 1970s with errors are fetching massive prices. In 2022, a collector paid £11,000 for a 1978 2p with an off-center error. In 2023, a misstruck 2p coin believed to be from 1978 sold for £32,000 at a private sale in London.